Today on Girl Chat, our friend Mel B is back and holding it down as guest co-host. Why playing hard to get might lose you the man you want.
Sounds so confusing.
When they start doing this?
And funeral strippers, yes, it's a thing.
Hold on, pause.
Plus, the one and only Ava DuVernay is here. Ta-da! The Real starts now.
This is our
can't wait for you to get better. However, I'm sure you recognize our guest co-host today. She's a singer, actress, and judge on the NBC's hit show, America's Got Talent. Woo! Say what's up to our girl, Mel B. Yes! Welcome back, Mel. Are you ready for some girl chat?
I am ready.
All right, let's do it.
We're gonna get right into it because first up, a lot of women believe that men love the chase and that to land a man, they should play a little hard to get. Well, according to Business Insider, these women are dead wrong. They said that according to studies, men are turned off by women who don't come off as readily available and turned on by women who they can actually tell that like them, right? Mm-hmm. So, women, do you agree that playing hard to get is a dangerous game?
Yes. Yes. It's not just a dangerous game, it's a stupid game.
It's a losing game.
Losing, dumb, immature. Playing games with a man is just gonna waste nobody's time, but just yours, really. At the end of the day.
Well, why you got your arms folded?
Because I've been out of the game for so long.
How long?
I don't know how it works.
How long? How long have you been out of the dating game?
10 years.
Oh, that's
well,
right.
yeah,
right.
that's
So I don't
true.
understand that chase.
Yes, I'm with you,
when
though.
you were dating, like, back in the day, did you used to be like, oh my God, no, or like not call a guy back, or him be like, hey, would love to take you to dinner, and even though you really liked him, you would like not reply, or be like, oh no, I'm busy, because you thought you were playing hard to get? Did you do that?
No, you just grab and run.
Exactly.
Done, get it done.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like...
That sounded really bad, actually.
Grab and run.
In a ladylike way, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think there's a way to not look thirsty and at the same time, don't be repellent. Like, if you like a guy, don't act like you don't want to talk to him. Don't act like you don't want to call him back. Like, that's giving him the message that, guess what? You don't like him.
You're right.
Yeah, so why should he keep pressing on somebody that's not into him?
I think there's a
weird
difference.
if he keeps going.
Yes.
I think there's a difference between playing hard to get and being loose. Okay?
Yes, that's what
a
I'm
big
saying.
difference.
Yes.
I think
Don't
that,
want to be loose.
Yeah, it's like
Or thirsty.
Definitely don't
Or
be loose,
easy.
don't be thirsty. Or easy. Easy loose, that's
Predatorial, be predatorial.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
you're
say.
going a different direction. You're saying you're alpha woman, right? So
Yes.
what's predatorial mean to you?
That's what I mean. What does it mean to you?
You just tell it how it is, grab them and take them home.
That's one way to do it.
I mean, you cook dinner at home, if you're lucky.
So
Wait, Mel, I know you ain't just grabbing men off the streets. Like,
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I've been out of the game for so long. That's what I used to do.
yeah, okay, we don't do that no more.
And that's what
because there's certain
learning.
things.
Actually,
I'm
I don't
learning.
know. I think a lot of modern men like a woman to come first and make the first move, approach them, tell them.
like that. I like
Girl,
that.
pick and choose your words carefully now.
Okay.
But what I'm saying,
2018.
is this true? You like to approach the man, tell him you like him, ask him out on a date.
Well,
Is
I
that
haven't
true?
done it yet.
Okay.
But back in the day, I used to do that.
Right,
Okay.
I got
So
that.
you're saying that I can't do that now?
No, I'm saying, okay.
Well,
She can.
I think you can initiate a conversation.
Yes.
What I'm saying is taking it to the level where it's like so thirsty, so loose that it's like now he's kind of like, wait a minute, that's too much.
Yes, but I do think there's a difference between being thirsty and loose or easy and being domineering about what you want and who you want.
Right.
Like that's a confident woman. A man is gonna find that really attractive and hot. That's not a problem. But being
But I don't want a relationship. Maybe that's my thing.
That's,
Right.
girl, yeah, exactly. That's me too. I do
Girl.
not want no
Yeah,
old
exactly.
relationship where I gotta turn in a trip report and all that kind of stuff. I like being independent and being on my own. And if I want to date you on Tuesday and date Frank on Wednesday, that is my prerogative.
I hear that.
I hear you on that, too.
But for those that are trying to get into a relationship, like I have a lot of friends that are trying to get into a relationship. I'm always telling them, girl, if you like him, call him back. And like, my girlfriends literally will be like, oh, you know, I don't want to seem like I'm available. Well, girl, but you are available.
But you know,
what is that
but
with
that comes from these old age rules of dating.
Yes.
Where it's like you gotta wait 3 days.
You gotta play hard to get.
That is so dumb.
Or wait for him to call you first, honey. You wait for him to call you first, he may never call. Then what you gonna do?
Exactly, and instead he'll call the girl that didn't play games. Look, if you don't want nobody to play games with you, don't play games with them.
Yeah.
If you want an honest reply, like just think about it. If you were calling a guy, right? And he's sitting at home going, man, I really like her, but I don't want her to know I like her. You would be really mad knowing that he's playing those kind of games. And you have to be the example that shows, look, I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
Well, I used to play them games in high school, but okay.
I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
Like, what are you meant to do then?
Okay,
Like,
I
break it
understand.
down.
I hear what you're saying. When I haven't been dating for 10 years either. We're freshly divorced. So you're not sure about the rules now. Now people got dating apps, people text all the time now. They don't even, I see what you're saying. So Lonnie, you're the satisfied and single expert. Tell us.
Tell us.
Do tell.
How do we do it?
Grasshopper.
How do we do it?
What are the steps nowadays?
Well, first of all, the steps are whatever you want the steps to be.
Okay.
All right? That's the first thing. We are living in an age where women are doing so many unique things, and especially when it comes to dating. Like if you go on a dating app, you can actually, describe what type of man you like. And once you see that it's just like a dating app, or if you see a man at the bar, if you like him, you swipe left. And you're like, I like him, right?
Right.
So if you go to the bar, you was like, hey, how you doing? Let me buy you a drink.
Yes.
I would stop it at that. I would get his conversation, exchange numbers, and see where it goes from there.
Boom.
I'm not gonna go home with him the minute I meet him. That's what I'm saying for me.
I can get down with that.
Jeannie, you be buying guys drinks?
Yeah, if I like a guy, if I see a guy,
I've never done that.
I like the reaction of a man when you, as a woman who feels all confident, like you're feeling yourself, and you step forward to a man, yo, that drops their panties, man. They love that stuff.
Well, this is the reason why.
I've never done that, but if a guy asked me that he wanted to buy me a drink and I genuinely liked him, I wouldn't say no. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of women, if I'm approached, I'm gonna be like, of course, thank you so much, I really like that.
But what I'm saying is, if you see a guy that you like, and you're like, you're at a bar, you have a conversation, and you're like, oh, I got his drink. Now, this is how you test him. Y'all have that drink. If he don't buy you a drink, then that's not the type of dude for you. See what I'm saying? It's like,
reciprocated. It has to be back.
Right. You always, I think it's very modern and hot when a woman makes the first move, and then you leave the ball in his court. Leave the ball in his court, yeah. Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you let him make the next move to show you where he takes it next.
Right.
Because I think at the end of the day, a real man likes to pursue. They like to conquer. They like to
predators.
Have a little bit, yes.
But you gotta give him a signal, Jeannie.
Yes.
So see, this is what it said. When you at the bar, right? Let me show you how you get him that look.
Okay.
Let me show you. You're gonna practice it, right? You look at that camera, you go. You try.
No, I think I'm just gonna stay.
You ain't gonna try.
No, girl. No,
okay,
this is
Jeannie,
important. You gotta have a look.
Jeannie, try.
You gotta have a look. Okay, here's mine. Okay, ready?
Watch. See? It's just a
She just danced the whole America right now.
I think it's funny with mine.
You gotta have it. It's gotta be ready.
You got it in you.
Like that at the bar. You gotta have it ready to
You
give it.
scary,
So
Spike. You got it.
He's right over there. He's looking yonder. What do?
Let's go.
Okay, look right over.
Wait, look into this camera. Which one's hers?
That was it.
Five. Camera 5, right here.
Look at camera 5.
Okay, get yourself together.
And turn into that
3.
camera.
See, I'm not girly girl like that.
It doesn't have to be. Do you?
Whatever
do what
it
Scary
is.
Spice
Whatever
would do.
your look is.
Come on then. That's what I would do. Sign your NDA and let's go.
You said sign your NDA.
I love it. That's
that
real.
works for her. If that works for Mel B, I'm gonna try that.
Exactly.
Well, something most men love are strippers, especially in China. Yes, I did say that. According to theage.com, the Ministry of Culture in Beijing is trying to crack down on strippers doing vulgar performances at people's funerals.
Say what?
You guys, please listen.
Okay, some people believe that they will bring them luck after they pass on. And this isn't anything new, everybody. The war against funeral strippers has been going on in China for over a decade. China's even offering a reward for anyone who calls into a hotline to report one. Ladies, strippers at funerals, do you think that this is a good way to send somebody into the afterlife?
No, I'm trying to get them to go to heaven, not hell.
So this
What's
is
going on
a cultural
here?
thing.
Yes.
A pure cultural
Yes.
thing.
Well, they do it so that they could get attendance at from what I was reading.
What?
To get attendance, for people to attend, if they, but
I want you to attend my funeral
Mount
because you
Calvary
love
ain't
me, not
having
for
that.
strippers.
Mount Calvary Baptist Church is not having strippers. No, not like that. No.
Well, in many of these beliefs, it's in order to bless the person and bring them joy, like get them all hyped up pretty much to go into the afterlife so that they can get some. That's how they think.
Jeannie,
I'm not saying I think
you
that.
know Chinese culture.
I do, but not all Chinese people and not all Asians are alike. Let me tell you.
Let 'em know,
Do
Jeannie.
you know anyone in your family that has done this?
No, never.
Would you do it?
No.
She be calling the hotline to report him.
No.
She would.
Yes, I would. I'm not down for this because of many other reasons, but I want to say that there are a lot of weird practices people do at funerals in order to let someone go. Like in our culture, in the Vietnamese culture, you actually stuff the body with money in order to let them, this isn't Buddhist thinking, right? This isn't me.
Yeah, right, okay.
Saved by the blood of Jesus over here, thank you very much.
Right.
But when my uncle passed away, they put money inside of his pockets in order to make sure he was secure and had
in
money.
his clothes. I
in
thought
his
you
clothes.
meant they stuffed in his body.
Oh no!
That's what I thought. I was like,
Because you know they
what
do
I
that, you
thought.
guys. We all know that if somebody has passed on and they prepare you for a funeral, sometimes you be looking a little frail, so they puff
gotta
you
put
up
you
with.
up.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
I
I
know in
thought that person was stuffed with money at the funeral. Oh my
Now I
God.
know. Wait, what about in your cultures? Like, do they do anything when you
In
pass
the
on?
African American, most African American communities, we call it homegoing.
Yes, yes.
We don't
What's
call
that?
it a
Homegoing.
funeral. A homegoing is where we celebrate the person's life. And so we talk about the goodness that they did while they were on earth so that it's not as sad. I remember the best funeral I ever went to was this really great homegoing. And they had his whole family. They showed pictures. They talked about the good. And nobody cried because
Play
it
good
was
music.
like they play really good music. Instead of strippers, we have singers. And you know, I mean, and it was just a great homegoing. So we don't say funerals, we say homegoing.
I see. That's that's beautiful.
It makes you feel
Homegoing
happy.
service.
In the Caribbean, we have a 3-day non-stop party.
Really?
Full-on celebration.
But not in the church, though. Right.
Well, it starts off in the church,
Okay,
and then it goes
and
around
you
to
come out?
everybody's houses, yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
like a-
cooks
a
food and they
street
eat a lot,
party,
right?
yeah.
yeah, we have the weights
Yeah.
and stuff
Where does
like
the
that.
body go? Does the body come along
No,
with
the
all-
body goes underground.
Oh, on the first day?
Yes.
Okay, and then after that, you guys
and then
turn up.
Yes, for 3
Dang.
days solid.
That's-
It's like
yeah.
a celebration.
That's like a celebration.
That's actually beautiful.
Yeah. What do you do in
What
your
about
culture?
Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican?
Latinos keep it pretty simple. I mean, we do have funerals. Somebody might sing, somebody might speak.
Yeah.
But you usually go to the main person in that family. You go to their home and you sit with them and you pray with them. And you try to get them through that hard time. We actually keep it pretty somber. I wish it was more festive. But a lot of the people, when I grew up, the funerals were very sad, very somber. There was no strippers.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much. No, I grew up Pentecostal, so we had like a full-on service in the church, and we prayed with the families and told them that, they're now with the Lord and that everything's gonna be okay and God has a plan and a purpose and they're in a better place, that sort of thing that gets the family through.
I do think, though, if it's gonna be your funeral and you're allowed to have certain performances, why can't you dream a little and go ahead and, want the best for your funeral? Like, I wouldn't mind at my funeral, I would like Jodeci to come perform. Like All My Life.
But
I like
what
Come and Talk to Me. All My Life.
That's
would be one of the
definitely
songs.
Casey and
That's a good
JoJo,
one.
but I'm gonna let you know.
Jodeci, and I would have
Her part.
Come and Talk to Me, because that was one of my favorite songs that got me very good times in high school. And
You want to have a concert at your
I
funeral.
do. I would want Common to read my eulogy because, it's my last chance to have my chance with Common.
I love that. I think you should respect people's culture. But don't try to act like this your culture if you ain't from China from back in the day.
Yeah.
And now you're just coming out, I heard that this is cultural to have strippers at funerals.
Well-
There's some dude that's gonna try to tell somebody that that's a good idea when that ain't their culture.
Well, some people, they do, prop up the body.
They do that in Puerto Rico.
Right, yeah.
Did
you see that?
They stuff them and they put them in, not with money. They
Right.
just stuff them like if they're like a prop. And they put them with their eyes open, maybe playing dominoes.
Or cards, whatever.
Or driving a motorcycle. They'll put the guy on the motorcycle and he's in the corner of the house and people come and visit the home where that member is literally with his eyes open like
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm sticking to my culture. I want the 3-day party. That's it.
Okay, I like
That's
the
it.
party
I'm
too.
done.
I feel that.
I like the party too.
Girl, it's a party everywhere you are, so I can see that. But we have to take a break. We're gonna keep partying right here with some more girl chat right after this with guest co-host Mel B. Don't go anywhere. You're watching The Real. Welcome back to The Real. Tam's not here today because she's not feeling well. Get better soon, girl. But who is here is our guest co-host, Mel B. And we're about to get right back into some more girl chat. Now, addressing someone as sir or ma'am seems like a polite thing to do, right?
Right.
Well, did you know that it can actually be insulting? Quora.com recently asked their readers if they call people younger than themselves sir or ma'am, and got a very mixed response. One lady said that in the South, sir or ma'am are generally used to address people that are older than you. However, another reader disagreed, saying that everyone deserves respect regardless of age until they show they don't deserve it anymore. So ladies, what do you think? Have you guys ever been addressed as sir, ma'am, or something that like made you feel uncomfortable?
Okay, I want to make this perfectly clear.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
My name is Auntie Lonnie to the kids. If you are 30 or 40 years old and I see you at the airport, at the mall, at the store, I do not need you looking the same age as me calling me, hey, Auntie Lonnie. It's for the babies. And
leave it for Araya and Aiden.
Yeah, hey, Auntie Lonnie, you old as me, heifer. I am not your auntie.
You see, in England, we only have 2 words. In England, it's completely different. We either have sir or miss, and that's it.
And does it apply to all ages?
All ages.
Oh, that's actually good because miss at 30
Very
or
respectful.
80, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe that kids of a certain age should call their elders sir or ma'am, and I think that we need to, instill that into our children because it shows a sign of respect to older
100%.
people.
I find that very serious. Even at times, when we have people on set that are older, I can't joke with them as comfortably as like us, just because you respect them. That you don't roll with them like, oh, bitch, like you can't. Like how we do with each other.
Yeah.
But I hold very dear to my cultural references to elders. I think in Spanish you do too. You have a certain title for people who are like 20 to 40 and then 40 on and then...
Señor y señora.
And yeah, and usted and ustedes, right?
Yes.
So it's just, I think for me, I still like that and I look at it that way. But I know in American language, like ma'am, it can be referred to you as older. It can be offensive if you're not older. And sometimes people use it to be condescending. Like, have you ever tried to
I've never
return something or...
So now I do understand it.
Somebody might be trying to play you,
Britishness
Mel.
completely.
You need to look out for this. Somebody might be shading you.
Yeah.
And
I'm
they're
like, hi.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
And I wouldn't get it.
Well, one time I remember I got stopped by a cop and I had on a cap and I had on this big coat. And so he walked up to my window and he was like, sir, and I was like, I'm not a sir, I'm a ma'am. But that's how I got out of the ticket. I made him feel bad because he thought I was a female. So in that case, I was happy he called me sir.
That is a good one, though. When it comes to authorities, always start out with sir or ma'am. The second you get, woo, that thing comes by, and you roll down, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, yes.
Yeah.
Your Honor, like whatever it is, let it out, man.
Yeah.
Because that'll get you out of that
Your
ticket.
Highness,
Yes.
whatever,
Whatever you gotta do.
I got
my
you.
liege.
Okay,
Yes, my liege.
Yeah, so do you but the question is, would you be offended if someone called you ma'am at this age? Say, would you be offended?
Well, now you've described it like that, yes, I would.
Okay.
Because it's like for an elder.
So how do you tell them? You say, don't call me that.
Yeah,
Is that
how
what
do you
you
go
say?
about saying that? Like, I'm not being funny, but like, if somebody straight up was like, Auntie Lonnie, would you check them? Would you be like,
I say, girl, I'm just Lonnie to you. Right,
Okay,
that's how I do
that's
it.
cute.
So
That's
do
loving.
it with a joke and a smile.
That's loving.
Yes.
I'm not a ma'am, I'm Lonnie.
Yeah, I've had people do that to
Bitch.
me before.
You just don't let him hear that part.
I'm too British, I think.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. You're too proper. You're too proper.
That is hysterical.
No, definitely don't do that.
Kill it with kindness.
Just kill it with kindness. Do it with a smile. But also teach your kids, like we said, to be respectful of their elders. So then nothing's wrong with that.
That's right. I'm going to respect this break we're about to take right now. But don't go anywhere because there's more Girl Chat right after this with guest co-host Mel B. You're watching The Real.
Exactly. Welcome back. Our girl Tam is out home sick. We want her to get better soon.
Yes.
Now it's time to get into some more girls. Ew! That ring must mean it's time for the Reels Hotline Bling. Hey, girl!
Hey.
Hi.
What's up? Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Julie and I'm from Monrovia, California.
Who's the cute baby with you?
This is my son, Jackson.
Hi, Jackson. He's so cute.
Hi, Jackson. Oh my God, those cheeks, Jackson.
Oh my gosh. How old is he?
He's 6 months.
And you said you're watching us in what part of California?
Monrovia.
Morovia. Okay, so you're watching us on Fox 11.
Hey!
Kelly in the house.
You guys have very good wine out there.
Yes. What do you
Lift
love?
him up a little bit. I can't see his whole face.
Up there he is.
There he
And he's smiling for us.
Squeeze it.
Hi, cutie. What do you love about the show?
I just love how honest you guys are. I love hearing your opinions on every topic you guys talk about. My most recent one, I like when you guys talk about like parenting.
Yeah.
And I also like when you guys talk about like fashion or celebrities. Normally I don't keep up with celebrities because I'm honestly busy with my kids and everything. So
Right.
I kind of just listen to what's going on through you guys, actually. You guys are my main source.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's
All
see what
right.
we got going on for you right now, okay? Are you interested in winning a little cash?
Of course.
All right.
Okay, Julie, here's your chance. Every one of us up here loves to tell a good story, but can you tell when the ladies aren't being totally honest? So today we're gonna pit Jeannie against Adrian. Each host has 15 seconds to tell you a quick tale. It's up to you to pick who's telling the truth. If you choose correctly, you can score an easy $200, all right?
You can do it.
All right, so let's start off with Jeannie.
Okay, so Mama Mai has us 3 kids tattooed on her shoulder, okay? Don't ask me why. Recently, I saw a 4th name on there. When I asked her who it was, she said that it belonged to a young girl who lives in Vietnam that she's recently adopted because she felt really bad for her because she's a poor little girl who's an orphan.
All right, there's Jeannie's story. Adrian, you go.
All right, here it goes. So when I was actually in 7th grade, I broke my leg. I got a huge cast on it, and everybody was like signing it for graduation. And I actually had them part. You know when you have it take it off, they like saw it down the middle. I actually still have the cast. It's in my mom's house, and I have it from memorabilia. Like everyone has signed it, everyone in my family, and it.
All right, there we go.
Okay, who do you think is telling the truth?
Probably Adrian.
You think Adrian's telling the truth?
I think so.
You're wrong. I'm sorry, you got it backwards.
You were
Jeannie
telling the
is our truth
truth.
teller, you know? But you know what?
I've never broken a bone.
We're gonna give you the $200 anyway, all right? All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for being part of Girl Chat, Julie and Jackson. Bye-bye.
cute.
We'll be
Bye.
back with more of The Real right after this.
Welcome back to The Real. Tam's out sick today. Feel better, girl. But we're having fun with our guest co-host, Mel B. Yep. Now let's get back to our girl chat. Now, it's no secret that I'm a big fan of selfies and self-love, so I'm super excited about the latest internet challenge that's combining the two. The hashtag side profile selfie challenge was started by Radhika Sangani to destroy the stigma of having a big nose. Radhika tweeted out this gorgeous side profile pic saying, quote, "Let's stop hating our noses for not being tiny, little snubs, and learn to love them by sharing a hashtag side profile selfie." Since the post, this is awesome.
I like that.
That's great.
So many others have followed Radhika's lead by posting and embracing their side profiles. So ladies, are you ready to embrace your side profile, or is there anything that you're self-conscious about?
You see, aren't you meant to have one better side?
I've
Right.
heard that.
That's what
I've
I
heard that too. So
It depends on what type of wig I got on. You know, if I want to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes, no, I don't want to do, but if I have on that blunt wig, now remember when we went out to the club?
Yes.
And I had that blunt wig
It was
on?
my
Yes.
favorite wig.
You took that video of her from side
Yeah,
profile.
there you go. Look at it.
look at
Wow, it was
Yes.
swinging. Yeah, see, that's the side right there.
Yes,
you
that's
know.
a good
That's
side
a
profile.
good side profile.
A good hair should always frame your like even if you have a bad profile, if you get a really good hairstyle that shimmies like that, it actually makes whatever profile look good.
Yeah.
I just think
Yeah,
the
that's
dope
true.
thing about this is that she's embracing who she is.
Yes.
And not avoiding. I know so many of us have angles that we don't like. Maybe it's not a profile one, maybe it's something different that you're like, oh, my nose looks big, my chin, my whatever the case is, or I look big or whatever it is, that she's accepting who she is from every single
That's
angle.
what's important.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I think that message is so dope. I always take side profile pictures. I scanned through my Instagram and I was like, whoa, I took this side profile. I'm into this side profile. I actually think I like my nose better from the side than straight on.
What kind of side is that?
That's the side. You see that side nose?
That's
But
the side
I
boob.
prefer my nose from the side.
Yeah.
I actually think it looks way too long from the front. Like my nose starts too high up. Like it's like starting between my eyebrows.
What are you talking about?
It starts too
Exactly.
high.
I don't think I've looked at myself that much.
Ex-
I mean, as a Spice Girl, my go-to pose was this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't know how to
You were
pose.
saying that the other day when we were doing girl chat. You said, Jeannie, I'm not sure how to pose because sometimes we pose and we get all
Yeah,
like,
we
pretty
take
and
pictures
cute.
for IG.
And Mel was actually like, Jeannie, I don't know how to do this. Like, how should I pose? And I was like, girl, you're a Spice Girl. What are you talking about? She goes, no, that's why I never did pretty poses because I just did this.
Ah, that was it.
But why?
Done.
Explain. Is there a
Because-
reason why?
Well, I think I'm not a girly girl in the fact that I have angles and I study myself and I criticize myself like
Yes.
that. So
But
I
you a
just-
sexy girl, though.
Yeah, very sexy.
You're sexy.
Yes.
So,
But
I
the
know
other
what you're
girls
saying.
were like that. The other girls were had their pose, and I just thought.
And you were just
know
like-
what? Let me just go with this.
well, and that's why you were named Scary. But if we named you Sexy Spice, though.
Come back as Sexy Spice.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think.
because all
I'm
your Scary was
single.
very sexy.
Yeah, you single now, so you can be sexy. You know, you gotta loosen up, Mel. You be too, you too tense, girl. Let's loosen up. Let's get sexy.
I don't want you to do that. I really
you
like
already
Scary
have.
Spice. You were my favorite Spice Girl, and you still are because you just did what you did.
I love that. So true.
Seriously, when you're trying to be all sexy all the time, it's actually not good.
Not all the time, but sometimes there are moments when you will be sexy.
But I think
Yeah.
being
There's nothing wrong with
authentic in
that.
herself made her sexy.
Yes.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true. But
like
then
finding your own thing. Everybody
Yes.
else was doing this.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah,
doing
the
all
other
of this,
girls had their
it actually
poses.
was super hot that she was like,
no, I didn't
That was
say
hot.
I didn't say nothing was wrong with it.
No,
I
I
said,
know.
but as you change, sometimes you do get a little sexy, and then it's nothing wrong with that.
I think at the
so.
end of the day,
Okay, I wanna
the
work on
sexiest
that.
thing, the
Okay.
sexiest curve on your entire body is your smile. So
Yes.
even if you give it a little...
a good smile and
See, you got a good
confidence.
smile. Look at
smile,
that
right?
smile.
Hey.
I like to laugh, not smile. I like to proper belly laugh.
That smile is
And that's
sexy.
She's like a
sexy.
ball, yeah.
Yes, it is. Happy girls are the sexiest girls.
I love
Exactly,
that.
that's
We have
true.
to take a break, but there's so much more of The Real with guest co-host Mel B coming up
Oh,
right after
God.
this.
Welcome back. Now, Tam is out today. We miss you, girl, but I'm so excited about today's guest. She really doesn't need an introduction. She's the creator of the hit smash Queen Sugar and the acclaimed director behind Selma and 13. And now with her latest film, Disney's A Wrinkle in Time, she is making history as the first woman of color to direct a film with a budget of over $100 million. Get to your feet and welcome one in a million, Ava DuVernay. I love you.
Beyond.
So exciting.
Ava
I'm gonna get right into it. Okay. You made A Wrinkle in Time for kids from the ages of 8 to 12, right? I'm curious as to what you were doing or what you wanted to be when you were growing up at that age.
Well, I'm so happy to be here, first of all.
Oh, I love you for it.
Thank you so much.
I saw you recently, and you promised you would come, and you
I
did.
promised
She
you I
comes
would come.
through with the promises.
She's been tweeting me.
I've been begging her, so thank you.
I'm happy to be here.
So much
When I was a little girl, I was a super geek. I was a nerd. I was really, it's not hard to, imagine. But I wanted to be a lawyer.
Really?
I really wanted to fight for justice and be like Thurgood Marshall and be in there with my briefcase. And so when I was 9 years old, my godmother Charlene got me a briefcase, and I thought, that's it, a few short steps to the courtroom. Like, I'm ready. This is it. I got the briefcase. I'm ready to try a case right now.
Right.
But I really have always had a desire to just help people.
I love that. And
Yeah.
you
Well,
are doing that.
You are doing that.
Did you go to the movies a lot when you were a kid?
I went to the movies so much when I was a kid. That was my thing. I grew up in Compton. My Aunt Denise gave me a love of movies.
Compton!
Shout out to her Aunt Denise.
My Aunt Denise, she gave me a love of films. She took me to the movies during matinees because they were cheap.
Yes.
We'd take the bus, we'd go to the movies, and we'd see films like Never Ending Story and these
yes.
films where kids got to fly, but those kids were never kids that were brown. They never looked like me.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I really had to make A Wrinkle in Time.
Let 'em
Thank
know.
God for that. Now, another great thing that recently happened is that you got your own Barbie.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Look at you!
So cool. We're so excited. How did it happen?
It was cool. That's crazy. It has a little director's chair and everything.
Yeah.
It's
I know, so cute.
It says Ava DuVernay on the back, just like it does in real life, because that's what I do.
Ew.
But yeah, no, they called me up and they told me that they liked my work and liked what I did and thought I would be a good inspiration for girls. So they were making a Barbie.
Yeah.
I thought they were kidding.
Right.
It was real.
So great.
They're right. Now, last year, you got to direct Jay-Z's music video, Family Feud. It was great.
Yes.
You had Beyonce and Blue Ivy in there. How did you get that job, and how did you start working with their family?
It's so crazy. He just called.
Really?
I had never spoken with him before. I didn't even know he knew that I existed, but I got a call and they said he wants to talk to you about an idea. And then I talked to him and it was his voice on the phone, like his rapping voice talking to me, saying human words. So no, they were very cool and very nice people, really normal people,
Yeah.
considering that they're so-duper superstars.
Exactly.
And really lovely. She's so gracious and gentle, and they're very smart.
Yeah.
I found them just very intelligent, lovely people. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Now, I have to ask you, you started your career off as a publicist.
Yeah.
How do you then become a director?
Yeah, I started in a completely different career. I used to publicize and promote and help other filmmakers get their films to the public. And I was always around filmmakers and thought, God, I wish I could make a film. I really think it's just a testament to you can always change. I didn't pick up a camera until I was 32 years old.
Let them know.
Which is older as a filmmaker. And so, you can always change. The path that you're on, it doesn't have to be the path that you end on. You can always evolve.
Well, you know what? This is the thing. We are so proud of you and what you are doing. Why is representation for female directors so important?
Well, representation in cinema and in movies is just key, and in television as well. I mean, we should have images that reflect the real world. It's really simple. So, all of the heroes in films shouldn't look one way. They shouldn't all be boys. They shouldn't all be Caucasian boys. They should be girls. They should be girls of color. There should be all kinds of girls. There should be all kinds of boys.
Yeah.
You just want everyone to see themselves.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, a New York Times reporter proposed an inclusion check for diversity called the DuVernay test. It's a way to measure whether a film has characters of importance portrayed by actors of color. How does that make you feel to have a test named after you?
It's incredible. One of a writer that I really love, Manohla Dargis, at the New York Times decided that she was going to name this test after me. An honor, but you really hope that people will take these kinds of things under consideration. When you're in the writer's room, when you're writing a script, when you're directing, look around and say, wow, it'd be nice to have some people of color in this scene.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or behind the camera. What? You know what?
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
You have to have more of it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
so great.
Now, Ava, we're not letting you go just yet, okay? When we come back, we're talking about her new film, and we're gonna have a little fun. Don't go anywhere, because you're watching The Real with Ava.
today. We miss you, girl. But we're back with the one, the only, Ava DuVernay.
Yes. Let's get into this.
Yes.
Disney.
First of all, my mother told me to tell you, if you see Lonnie, tell her she is looking good lately.
Yes,
She sent me a text.
Oh,
Mom, I told her.
Love it.
thank you. You know, and you know what? You are looking good in this movie, okay?
Yes.
Because Disney actually approached you to direct A Wrinkle in Time. What does it mean to be on their radar?
Well, it's a big deal. You know, 90% of the movies that you watch at the movie theater over the last 10 years have been directed by men. 90%.
Yeah.
Only 10% of the films that you see have a woman as the director. And the director makes every decision. What people wear, how they act, where they sit, how the camera moves. So you want different people making those decisions behind the camera. Disney's the biggest studio in the world. So for them to pull me in is really beautiful.
You know, for those that don't know about the movie, tell us what it's about.
The movie, Wrinkle in Time, is about love. It's about love. It's a film for children and for anyone that still is a kid at heart.
Really?
It's about a girl, Meg Murray, in our film. She's a brown girl, girl of color, and she has to travel through the universe to find her father and bring him home. But by doing that, she finds what she needs inside to bring him back, and that's love and that's light. And we really need to tell our kids right now. We need to share with our kids in these dark and divisive times that they are enough, that the light inside of them is enough to pierce through the darkness.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That is a great
Beautiful.
message.
So is that how you relate to the main character, Meg?
Yeah, I do. I definitely relate to her. She is a little girl with glasses who never thought she was enough to do anything extraordinary, and I relate to that. But I am here to tell her she's wrong. She can do extraordinary things. I did, she can,
Yep, I
and you
love
see
it.
it in the movie.
We have to see this in action, so let's check out a clip from the film.
What can I do for you, Mrs. What's it?
I called her ceiling sheets. Guys, she's harmless.
You're 6. Come on. What do you know about harmless?
Have I ever been wrong?
Well, one of these days you might be Charles Wallace.
Oh, I highly doubt that. He's one of the greatest minds in recent history. He's prodigious. But of course, we can't take any credit for our talents. It's how we use them that counts.
See that? See that? You see that? Swoop in? That's a call, a swoop in.
That is officially called a swoop in, Lonnie. Yes. in cinematic terms, it is called a swoop in. Yes, my sister.
That was a good swoop in on Reese Witherspoon, who is Mrs. Whatsit.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yes,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
cast is incredible because you have Mindy Kaling, who's my favorite. You have
This is so
Oprah,
good.
of course, who is as Mrs. Witch. She's the wisest person
Yes,
in the universe.
yes.
So was that a conscious or a subconscious decision? Because we know you have a relationship with Oprah, so.
Yeah, no, she's like a big sister to me, one of my dearest friends. And when you have a part to be playing the wisest woman in the whole universe, you're lucky you have her in your speed dial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Yeah.
Only makes sense. She really is.
Oh, I love it.
It wasn't a stretch.
I love it. Now, before we let you go, we actually thought we'd play a little game with you.
Yeah.
Have
Okay.
some fun. Okay, this is a game that we call Celeb in 60 Seconds.
Let's do it, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna get to know more about you. We're gonna put 60 seconds on the clock and ask you as many random questions as we can until the time runs out. Is that cool?
Okay.
Say yes.
Okay,
okay.
It's fun, it's fun.
Okay, we're gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Lonnie has the first question, and as soon as she's done, the time will start. Lonnie, take it away.
First, favorite drink after a long day of work?
Hot chocolate.
Okay, what's the last thing you and Oprah talked about?
Wrinkle in Time.
Okay.
If you could trade lives with one person for one day, who would it be?
Oprah.
Good answer.
Guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. Oh, the film Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
Good one.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
People who yawn out loud. I think that's so rude. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Worst piece of advice you've ever received?
To be competitive with other women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your biggest vice?
My biggest vice. Oh gosh. I don't get enough sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like to splurge on?
Gosh, I'm very frugal. Home goods.
Oh, that kind of girl.
If you had to pick, who was the biggest diva on A Wrinkle in Time set?
The little boy, Charles Wallace. That little boy. Diva.
Okay, you don't get a lot of sleep, but how many hours do you get on average?
Oh!
What's the answer? How many hours?
About 5.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Ava, we loved having you here today. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. Everyone, go see her new new film, A Wrinkle in Time, which is in theaters now. AMC is partnering with the organization Color of Change for the initiative Give a Child the Universe to donate tickets for underprivileged children and teens to see the movie. To donate to this cause, head over to thereal.com. We'll be right back after this quick wrinkle in time. You're watching The Real.
I love it.
Welcome back. We had so much fun today.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Tam, we missed you, girl, but you're gonna be back tomorrow. Mel B, thank you so much for filling in.
Thank you, girl.
You
have the best time with you.
You've taught me a lot today.
And a big thank you to our girl, Ava DuVernay,
Yes.
for being here today with us. She is so lovely.
Yes.
And thank you at home for watching. And our studio